Hello everyone, I'm Tobias, and we're back with another quest guide. Today we're doing Death on the Isle. It's another murder mystery quest, this time on Alduin, which is one of the new islands by Valimar. Lots of murder mystery. It seems to be pretty popular for, I guess, new area content. For requirements, you need a theory level 34 or more, agility level 32 or more, and Children of the Sun quest completed. For Astro stuff, being couple level greater than 40 is good. Yeah, you don't have to really fight one. It's just nice to have. For your inventory slots, 2 more at the start. And travel to Alduin, you can just use the Civitas and the Fortis teleport tablet. And then, wait, you can't use this tablet because, you just finished the Children of the Sun quest. So, what you can do instead is you can, take the, if it's your first time to Valimar, you must go through Reckless Cento. So you can use the Vera teleport tablets. Head to the east gate, talk to Reckless Cento, and then he'll take you on his Quetzal, his giant bird, to Valimar. And then from there, you have to, unfortunately, walk all the way from here, all the way to over here, and then take the boat for 20 coins. So you may want to have a standard potion plus 20 coins as you take the boat. Since I have done Twilight's Promise, I can use the teleport tablets and also access the Quetzal, so I can just take a shortcut to Alduin. That's all it is. Alright, so to start this quest, make sure you have your stuff. If this is your first time entering Valimar, you must talk to Reckless Cento. So you have to teleport to Varrock. You can use the Varrock teleport tablets and then head over to the east gate, talk to Reckless Cento right by this teleportation icon, and then ride his Quetzal, his giant bird, to Valimar. If that's your first time, you have to do that. For future reference, you can use the fairy ring, I think AJP. So you can teleport to Ezreal using M Glory and then type in the code AJP for the fairy ring. First time you must go through Reckless Cento by the east gate in Varrock. And if you have not done Twilight's Promise, you cannot use the teleport tablets, so which is basically what I'll use. And I think you can't use the Quetzal teleportation system either. Once you finish Twilight Promise, you have access to the teleport tablet and also the Quetzal. I think that's the quest that gives you the Quetzal. So you have to, if you don't have the Quetzal, you must from the city Forto here, head outside here, all over here, and then take the boat for 20 coins. So if it's your first time in Alduin, first time to Valimar, use the Varrock teleport tablets and then talk to Reckless Cento on the east gate of Varrock. If it's if you haven't done Twilight's Promise, have access to the Quetzal transportation system, you must bring 20 coins and then you can take this boat here, and probably a standard potion help you move around here. So it's a bit more work for those who have not progressed in this area's quest line. I'm gonna use the Civitas and the Fortis teleport tablets because I have done the Twilight Promise quest. You also need 2 or more for your inventory slots, and this is the Quetzal system that I have unlocked. So I can just take the bird here straight to Alduin for free. Otherwise, you have to take the boat. Take the boat here for 20 coins, which is quite a long way from the city actually. So that's how you would get to Alduin for 3 different scenarios. That you may find yourself in. So once you're here, you must head to the villa here in the east area, on the stairs to it, and we're going to talk to Patsy and Adala to actually start the quest. It's very nice music, similar to Entrada. Good day. I don't suppose I could trouble you with a briefest of moments. Good day to you. I could consider being troubled. I have for the right reasons. How does access to a fancy party sound to a motivator? Has a motivator? Well, as long as I actually get to enjoy, I'm sure I can also rustle up some payment to encourage you as well. If you have more, pressing matters. You may even find some interesting opportunities inside, given the presence of some of Adala's wealthiest citizens. So if you go into this party, why would you also be a wealthy patron? Yes. Unfortunately, not rich in money. I am rich in certain wealth. Talent. I'm an actor. Patsy the Grand, they call me eventually. Aspiring actor, just like everyone else in Hollywood. They call me Tobias, just Tobias, so if you're not rich in money, how am I going to get paid from this quest? Cutting words, but don't worry, while you won't be getting paid up front, I have a feeling if all goes well, you find yourself paid handsomely. And besides, if nothing else, you have a great time at the party. So there was. I suppose I could join you guys. Wonderful. Where is the party? That's complicated. You don't know where it is? Sometimes a man has to follow his heart, and a second-hand invitation saying there's a party at the Villa Lucens tonight. Villa Lucens? Yes, the villa is the home to the almighty patron of the arts. He even has his own theater at the top of the cliff. In fact, the whole reason for this party is because he showed off the new play. Yet you have no idea who the guy is. The opportunity came out of the blue. As such, I'm unfortunately not prepared as I otherwise would be. However, an actor like myself can't turn down the chance to meet a man like him. Not to mention the chance to enjoy a good party, man. Well said, Adala. That reminds me, Tobias. This is Adala. She's helping us out today. If you have her, then why do you need me? She advertised herself as a bag carrier, so she's here to move my bags around. There's a lot of costumes and props I travel with, so it's nice to have someone to do that for me. I'm not going to say no to a fancy party, even as a helper. As for your part in all this, Tobias, with this being a fancy party, I happen to need a butler to help me fit in. A butler? You know, serve me drinks, make me feel like important and rich and so forth. I see. So you want to play the part of the wealthy patron. So I don't get to enjoy the party at all. I'm sure you will, as a butler, not as a guest. So you don't have a butler suit inside of your bag? Not really. I don't really do that nowadays. Alright, in that case, how do I get one free of charge? Lots of villas around here have butlers, just steal one. Alright, sure, whatever, fine. Maybe I should add a butler's costume to my vast array of costumes for the future reference. I doubt they'll even realize what happened. Anyway, I remember seeing some uniforms through a window over there. Just steal that. Alrighty, good luck. Anyway, in the north here, to this area, and in the west building, see there's a broken window here. When the guard is not looking at you, you want to climb inside quickly, and then just steal from the wardrobe. I can't go past. Oh, okay, I can. Okay, I see outside. This is your butler's costume. Head back to Adala. Demoralizing for an adventurer who has slain dragons and vampires. Alrighty, so Passy. Has he managed to find a costume? I have indeed. So, what now? Just good fortune that he found him. Let's get inside. Adala heads inside with the bag. Oh, she's in a rush, you can see. Oh, suspicious. Given the size of your bag, I'm sure she's not rushing too far anywhere. She sets a good example. You should probably head in as well. I'm guessing the entrance in there is not possible. The butler has his own entrance. Please use the staff entrance just south of the guest entrance. Here we go to the villa on the south of here. There's a head brother. Talk to him. Oh, this out to you. I wasn't expecting anyone else. There's been a bit of a hold up. I'm quite new to this. A hold up, nothing bad I hope. I've known people with problems with their employees before. Is yours treating you well? He seems friendly. I'm not sure if I'm getting paid now though. Timatu, oh dear. Are you part of the union? I don't remember joining one. I probably can. We have a fantastic one here in Alduin. If you're interested, I can't say our discussions are effective, but sometimes the wealthy do come to the table and hear us out. This is a one-time gig, but thank you. Very well, in that case, there are a few more quick touches I must do before I let you in. First and foremost, butlers must keep their uniforms and masks on all times. If you're seen without them, you are ejected, kicked out of the villa. Radio. All staffs are to be anonymous as possible tonight. We'll provide you with a mask on entry. We'll use them to keep track of who's coming and going. For security purposes, butlers are required to enter and leave with complete empty pockets. So your inventory will be confiscated before you enter inside, temporarily. We'll hold on to empty for you. Okay, got it. Nothing in, nothing out. Are you ready to enter? Yes, you are. Alright, good. Take your items temporarily. While you're here, you get yourself a butler tray and also a random mask. Could be a snake mask, could be a ram, jaguar, wolf, or bird mask. Doesn't matter, just random. Purely cosmetic item. Enter the building and then we'll talk to Patsy in the east side here. You made it inside. Wonderful. You look like the part too. I feel like a court jester, and not for the first time either. Nonsense. Now why don't you go and introduce yourself to all the other hosts and guests? Hang on, I meant to be anonymous. How do I get to know people while trying to be anonymous? I'm sure you can get their names at least. That will give me something to work with. Anything else I can do for you, especially things you can easily do for yourself? No, thank you. Alright, so talk to in any order you want. Kozak, Pavel, and Zakato. So first let's talk to Konstantinos here, who I guess is the host here. Oh, so this is grand, isn't it? It seems to be quite an event you have. One of my finest events. Though I do not wish more of the guests. I do wish more with the guests. They look like a bit of stragglers. Straggler? Yes, that slightly pompous fellow that hasn't introduced himself to anyone yet. So, Patsy here. The fact that he's here means he must have gained an invitation, though I don't know how. Is that going to be an issue? I hope not. I'm always open to meeting new people, especially those who enjoy the arts. Good, because it's actually him who I'm here with. He's very keen to meet you, even though he doesn't actually know your name. I can't believe it. How could he not know the name of his gracious host? Perhaps he's new to the island, still a foreign actor. His research seems lacking. He's an actor, you say? Oh, I see. Explains a lot. I am Konstantinos. The market for a new actor is a sponsor. You know, actors are very profitable once they're popular. I like to make investments. Investing in actors has a market niche. For example, tonight I've sponsored the lead actor Livius for some time. He's done very well for himself and for me, though he's almost too expensive for me these days. Anyway, you do see him tonight on stage. Now talk to the other butlers. And guess, talk to Pavel here. Excuse me, you there? Hello there, can I be of service to you? I could do with another drink. Wine or something else. Alcoholic? I'll have you know that I, Pavel, am the most certainly not alcoholic. Now scram! So you know her name now. Talk to Zakatla. Good day to you. Yes, good day to you as well. You seem different from the other staff here. First time? How can you tell? You seem similar. You see similar things on boats. People look a bit wobbly until they settle. Oh, I hadn't noticed I was an outlander. Few ever do. Do you spend your time on boats? I run a shipping company. If you need anything, Zikata's gotcha. I don't typically find myself doing that kind of thing, but we'll see if that changes. And then Kozak. Good day, sir. Sir, I thought I left that behind when I retired. Please call me Kozak. Absolutely, Kozak. You can call me. I guess you remember one of the rules at the parties was that the staff was to remain anonymous. You can't call me then. So, are you enjoying the party? I am, yes. Though I'm far more excited for tonight's performance. Constantinius says he's hired some of the best actors this time. Alright, turn to Patsy. I saw you making your way around the party. So who's who? So we got Pablo the drunk, Zikata, a shipping business CEO, and last but not least, Kozak. He's very strict on the rules. Alright, and last but not least, Constantinius, the host. Okay. Luckily, he didn't seem to mind you being here without too much. Apparently, he's actually looking for a new actor to sponsor on his behalf. Sponsor me? Marvelous. Could you be a dear and go into the wine cellar for me? Why? You want a beer? Well, it sounds lovely. I've heard there's some Principium bread down there. It's not produced anymore, so it's very rare. Alright, so you want to butter up the guests, make them feel really nice. Okay, enter the building, enter the wine cellar right here, and then head south to enter the south room and try to investigate this antique wine, and try to take a glass here. Print pum bread, that's pretty good enough. You're certainly startled by a sound of glass in another part of the cellar, causing you to spill some wine or so. Oh man, that stain is not good. So now we have to the other side, the east room, and then check on the man. Is everything okay? Hello? Yeah, have you had too much to drink, sir? You did a move. What the heck? You're coming with us. Someone's stabbed in the heart. There's always a butler, isn't it? Now, Shavius. We don't know for sure. These are the guards of the party. Murder! Stratius. What? It was my turn to level the accusation at the suspect. How often do we get to handle a murderer? You have to respect the system we have, Stratius. So these guys are obviously inexperienced guards. I'm still here, everyone. So, murder. Interesting choice at a party full of wealthy people, don't you say? Poor Livius, he wasn't acting this time. I didn't kill anyone. You happened to find a body dead by accident. With bloodstains on your clothes, no less. Bloodstains? The red stains on your uniform, the victim's blood. No, this is a wine stain. I suppose I could try tasting it. Ugh. Shadies, what if it's blood? Then it wouldn't taste like wine. So we know. You make a good point. I'm just gonna go now. No, you won't. You're gonna wait here and answer our questions. Would you believe me if I said I didn't do it? We'll consider it as an option. We will? But first question. Why were you down in the cellar? I went down for a wine. Principium bread. Patsy sent me to get the wine to get him for him to drink. And I heard a commotion and checked out and someone's dead. So you were just trying to help. Yes. Honestly, I'm sold. Stratius. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm afraid we can't just let you go. We have to investigate this murder. Not to mention, given our job here, If everything bad happens to the party, we're done for. Could be a career ender, really. Quite. Alright, fine, I'll help you out. Do you have any relevant qualifications? Wait. Are we meant to have, after all, training a butler must have been taking a long time. But I'm not even a butler. I got hired to act like one. And who are you? I'm Tomas. I got hired by Patsy. Adala. Do we know Adala? Yes, she's been accounted for. You ran to her? She came in shortly after we arrested you. Your friend Patsy mentioned she's been sorting out his costumes. You mean she was only accounted for after the murder took place? Not before. Alright, you guys need help. Let me just help you guys out now. Before you guys overwhelm yourselves. If you promise not to leave, can you help us out? I promise to not flee the scene of the crime. Yeah, perfect. The victim was Livius, the lead actor of tonight's play. His body is in the cellar. You can go back down there and investigate the crime scene. No doubt you'll find something, and then just keep track of it in your case file and question everyone. Okay, thanks. A nice case file here. Alright, so let's head back to the cellar and investigate all the area here. And investigate Livius. So what's got you then, huh? Infect the body. A few cuts and scrapes, no stab wounds, poison perhaps. Maybe there's something nearby that will give me someone nearby who will give me a better sign. Oh, I think I accidentally skipped a step. Sorry about that. Head back upstairs. So after you get the case file, talk to people first, and then you enter back inside the cellar. The host? Oh, poor Livius. What am I to do to find another actor? Was he by chance the one you mentioned earlier? The one who was getting too expensive? I may have some few quibbles with how expensive it is, but I would never kill him. He makes me a profit. I can only hope this understudy is capable of filling in a spot for him. Livius always kept her in the shadows. So there's a apprentice to inspect there. Now talk to Kozak. Let's see here. Where is Kozak here? So where is Kozak? Yeah, you know what happened to Livius? I'm familiar with his work, but not the man himself. He's been Constantine's preferred actor for several years now. Did he ever come and join the parties? Perhaps you crossed paths during the festivities? I'm almost certain we did. The actor spent the entire party getting ready, and I usually fall asleep by the end of the play. The plays are that good, aren't they? I'm an older man. I need a good early night rest. I'm partial to the puzzle though, so solving this crime would be very exciting. So obviously he's not a suspect. And then Pavel. You know, it's a surprisingly sober moment when someone's murder is right beneath your feet. Do you know him well? We were once drinking fellows. The thing is, I've seen him drink without ever taking a sweat. Did he drink with you today? No, remember, it seems like I would have though he never liked to drink before a performance. Assuming you did drink with him today, where would you have done so? Probably in the cellar. That's always where he liked to go. So you admit that you might have been down there with him today. Yeah. Do you think something happened while you were down there? I like to think that I would remember something as terrible as that in front of my eyes. And yet you can't actually remember if you actually been drinking with him. Oh, that's a good point. In case I don't know. And then Zakala. Quite an unfortunate event, huh? I'm not sure if it's unfortunate as much of a tragedy. I believe the play was actually intended to be a comedy, and hopefully whoever is the next in line actor can do a good job. The play is still going on. We're just going to ignore a man's murder. I'd rather not think about it personally. So Livius wasn't a customer of yours then? Would he have reason to have been? Actors seem to have a lot of costumes to move around places. Maybe a shipping magnate like yourself would make good money off of them. I'm afraid I can't help you there, man. Good tip about the actors though. I'll have to visit the College of Bars next time I'm in Tempestus. Alright, so now we can head to the wine cellar. Once you have the people there. Now we can go downstairs and investigate the rest of the crime scene. Investigate this jug while it's there here. I wonder why this jug's been tucked away in a corner. Was someone trying to hide it? Enter the south room here. Especially a small box. It seems to be full of blank wine labels. I suppose they were trying to keep things organized. There's also a broken stool here. Why would Constantine keep a broken stool around? Unless it was broken on purpose. So it sounds like someone's trying to steal wine or something. Valuable wine here. And then last but not least, investigate Livia's corpse. So no stab wounds, poison perhaps. Alright, so that's everything we have learned about from both the crime scene and also the people. So now let's return to the guards. Stratus and Hutsa. How's your investigation going? I found everything so far. What now? Are you sure you investigate everything? Proceed regardless, yes. Do you think you can pin down a suspect? Yes, oddly enough. What if they hire someone else to do it? Stratus, that's actually a good point. Maybe the butlers? You mean more of them might be fakes of you? Thanks to the mask and uniform, that's a perfect cover. It's very hard to keep track of how many there are actually. Have we been keeping tabs on all the butlers? What if one escaped? The killer might have been gone by now. Over you were missing that there's no window in which they could have left the cellar. So they're still here. It seems we're back to square one. Tobias, please continue your investigations. I will try to be subtle. Now, pickpocket Kozak. Pickpocket Kozak for Saturday note. It may take you a few times to succeed. Pavel for one drink, and then Dakota for a shipping order. Alright, try again. And then Adala for wine labels. And I'm going to turn to the guards. How is your pickpocket checking? I found some interesting items. And then just inspect all the items you found. Touching notes. This letter is from Kozak to Livius. It describes an astounding debt. There's a flask for holding alcohol. There's a small amount of liquid at the bottom. You can't tell exactly what it is. Could be poison. Could not be poison. Could be drugged. This is a contract between Livius and Zakata for a shipping of undescribable objects. And it's a set of markings for wine labels. They look similar to the ones in the jug. So all these guys have some kind of motive to explore. So please investigate the items you found after you pickpocket them. Yeah, sorry about that. Alright, I have a little problem. I think all the guys might be lying. All of them? Yep, all of them. Well, maybe not Pavel. They just had this old drinking flask. Zakata and Kozak had things with them when they revealed that the Carter and Kajak seems to have direct dealings with Livius. Here you go, enjoy the evidence. Interesting, one of the labels. I found them on Adala. She was the one who wasn't accounted for, right? So there's more evidence in her favor. Anyway, you and her were both uninvited, no less. Perhaps one of them is responsible, or both of them. It's possible, but Patsy didn't seem capable of pulling this off. So that leaves Adala so far. Put the pressure on the gather everyone together, and we'll put some pressure on them, and see who breaks. All right, let us know when you're ready. I'm ready. Perfect, everyone. Let's get ready. All right, talk to everyone, and then accuse Adala. Patsy, Adala, the two of you weren't even invited to the party. Nor were you. Being here presented a huge opportunity for you to make your upcoming role as actor. A huge opportunity indeed. You already know that Constantine was thinking of a new actor. Perhaps you decided to speed things up along and remove the competition. Why would I need to remove the competition if he already was open to sponsoring to me anyway? Doesn't make sense. Perhaps, and indeed it's true that you couldn't have been present at the time of murder. You never left at the party. You never left the party either. In fact, you sent me down to the wine cellar, didn't you? So you're saying that you're actually more likely to be guilty yourself? Exactly. What? Telling me down there made me look guilty. A perfect way of drawing attention away from the true culprits. That would be a terrible plan. You were here with us. Which leads me to you, Adala. Patsy was accounted for, but you're not. What were you doing? I took Patsy's bag to the backstage area, spent some time chatting with the actors, and made my way back to the party. So you never entered the wine cellar? No. But you know a lot about it, didn't you? Where are you going with this, dude? Stratus the labels. Wine labels from Constantinus' cellar. Found on your own person. Can you carry this plane? I just found it on the floor. It's bad manners not to pick up litter. What a convenient excuse. So let's leave it for now. Continuous. You knew Livius well, didn't you? I sponsored for years, yes. How was that sponsoring working out for you? I can't say I wasn't profiting from him, although I do admit that he became a bit excessive with his spendings. So you almost benefit from him being out the way. Would you say so? The thought had crossed my mind, but he was still profitable, and it's not like I could just sponsor anyone. Alright, fair enough. And then Sakala. Sakala, you never had any dealing with Livius, have you? Of course not. So he's never needed anything from you shipped to us by your company? My word. So that is the contract. And what is this? It looks like a contract between myself and Livius. Ah, good eye. Interesting how you denied otherwise. Alright, fine. Livius has recently contracted us to help him move some of his belongings around. He's been doing well for himself and wants to move into a larger property. I needed him to sign off a slight change in the timeline, so we were both on point. I thought we might as well get it sorted out here. I see. Alright, Kazak, what about you, man? You claim not to ever interacted with Livius. I did, and I shall stand by that claim. Besides, you're just a butter. You can't accuse us anyway. Straight as a note. A note written by yourself for Livius. Seems like you weren't happy with him. How did you? So it seems you knew him. In fact, you had an issue with him, didn't you? Not one. I would kill him over this. He owed me a lot of money and wasn't paying. I just needed time. I wanted to put more pressure on him. An astounding death would be considered a good motive for murder. And then Pavel. Pavel, you and Livius were drinking partners, weren't you? You were? How heavily did you drink together? A little too heavy. Who provided the drinks? We tend to bring our own, although I sometimes Let them have a bit extra for my flask. Your flask, huh? Sure, this is a flask? This flask? Yes, I must have misplaced it. If you were letting Lilith drink from your flask, it would have been hard for you to poison him. It would have been easy for you to poison him, right? But why would I poison a friend? That remains to be seen, if he is a friend. And then once you thought everyone just accused Adala. Adala, I believe you were responsible for the murder of Livis. All evidence points to you. Once you accuse her, you had to fight her. She's level 49, a basic enemy. Once either you or her is near death, she'll stop the fighting. So you can't die doing this. You were the only person missing at the time of the murder. Despite your claims, we have evidence saying you were in the cellar. Alright, I admit that I was in the cellar. What? What is this? The Percivium bread, you fool. I could retire on the value of the wine. All I had to do was get out of there with it. My wine. You used me. And I probably would have gone away with it too if it weren't for you, preposterous butler. What happened to Adala? What happened, Adala? Did Livis interrupt your plans and needed to be silenced? Murder? What a ridiculous assertion. I may be a thief, but I've never killed someone. You don't say so. Now in this fighter. Basic enemy, nothing too crazy. Oh gosh. Once she's near death, or you're near death, they'll stop the fighting. Stop. You're too good for me. You win. Ready to confess? I promise I didn't do it. I'm just a thief. How could I have known Liv is killed? I can't defeat you. How can I kill him? She may be telling the truth, Myers, but either way, we know she's a criminal. Come on with us, Adala. You can have fun contemplating your crimes from your new cell. Does that mean we can get on with the party, with the play today? You still want to go ahead with the play? You don't even have a lead actor anymore. Yes, it's a bit of a last-minute issue, but I have no doubt that Livia's understudy will be able to step up. Well, Adala might not have been the murderer, so the murderer is still here. If the villain is still loose, you catch him. All instantaneous with respect, I'm not sure we can let everyone leave yet. That's not a problem. You can easily keep everyone in the theater. The only place they'll be able to run from here is straight off the cliff anyway. Constantius. It's settled. We shall continue with the play. While we do that, if the killer is still at large, then the ever-capable Tobias will help us out. Fine. Oh, and you can't come with us. I don't want your investigation to disrupting the rest of the play. Please do it off-site. The back way. Yep. The back way is around the cliff to the south. I'll meet you there. Alright, so now we head our way down the stairs here. All the way down to the ground floor. And we head our way around the actual building here. To the back side of the theater. Over there. This is the back entrance to the theater, so the guests are not disrupted. Climb up the rocks, climb down the rocks, and then talk to the guards here. Oh, there you are, Tobias. What's the plan here? We don't ever have one. The play is about to begin. We might still have a killer on loose. Let's find more evidence. You can check in the back of the theater. The stairs there will lead you into the theater, enter the backstage. And then talk to customer. Nicelle, are you the one trying to find a murderer? Yes. I'm guessing this is your domain? If you think I have actual control here, you'd be surely mistaken. I don't actually think anyone could keep these actors in line. They're a dramatic bunch. Speaking of which, where are they? The play is about to start. They'll all be up in the theater. Okay, in that case, I better look around here. I'd like to ask you a few questions if that's okay with you, and then ask about the actors themselves. There's 4 of them in total. Well, 4, I should say. There's Natalia. She was Olivia's understudy. After what happened, she's now taking the lead role. Then there's Claudius. He's getting close to retirement, so he'll probably take a smaller role. Quintilla, quite new, mostly on the non-speaking parts. And all of them were here earlier. That's why Livius went out for his pre-performance drink, as he always does. The others stay here, and the murder happened after that. And you're sure none of them slipped away? I don't think so. I suppose I do get quite engrossed in my work, so it's not impossible to say I couldn't see one slip away. But I'm sure I saw someone going up the stairs. So the stairs may not be the exit there. Alright, so once you've done that, investigate this crate for poison. Investigate the costume rack here by the mirror. You search the costume rack and find one of the costumes has a wine stain on it, and it says Natsta. And then search this bookcase for secret patches into, look at that, the wine cellar. And then return to the costumer and ask her about each item. Yes? Why? What's the crate of poison for? It was a gift from Constantinus. We were having a bit of a rat problem. He gave us the poison to deal with them downstairs. It seems one of the costumes has a stain on it. A stain? A wine stain apparently belongs to Natalia. Is there any reason why it would be stained? No, none of our characters have any interaction with wine. Do you have any wine backstage? The actors do often like to drink after a play, but I always ask them to do that outside so it doesn't risk damaging our expensive costumes. Interesting. Did you know there was a hidden passage to the wine cellar? This is an old villa. There's lots of hidden stuff around here. Apparently it once played a role in some smuggling operations a long time ago. I can see them having a few secrets around here to help them do that. So, I'm going to leave you now. Return to the guards. And now we know who the suspect actually is. It's Natalia, the underwriter, the apprentice. Sorry about that. The players were on their way, and for all we know, there's still a murder out there. I don't think I know who it is. It turns out there's a secret passage from backstage to the wine cellar. Someone could have used it. Not only that, there's also poison back there as well. Great work, Tobias. Anything else? Confront the killer, who is Natalia. The underwriter that's on stage right now? Why? As a fellow actor, she has access to a secret passage with the wine cellar. Using the poison, she probably killed him. And went back to the other side before she was caught. Makes sense. And also her clothes were stained with wine. So what's the motive? Constantine mentioned earlier that she's been in Livia's shadow for some time. Killing him probably allowed her to take the leading road and get her more recognition. Are you certain? 80%, 90% sure? I suppose that's good enough. Let's find out. We'll wait until the play is over and then we'll take her in. Wait? No, we should be acting, no? Constantinus will kill us if we step on his performance. And then we have another murder mission on our hands. Well then, we'll have to speed things up. I need to get out here to do a different quest. This quest is too boring for me. Alright, so talk to Nelly. Alright, time to fess up. Alas, the villains show themselves. The only villain here is you. The murderer. I'm no murderer. What vexatious allegations you come at me with? I'm not sure about this new character. Are they even in costume? Do not pretend you don't know. Your lies are at the end. I don't think this is part of the script. I've overcome so much. I won't fall at this last hurdle. Lay down your arms. Your heroic deeds are fabrications. Never swing at me. Oh, you're stronger than I thought. I need to regroup. just chase her. Face me. You step into my trap. It's a trap. Ah, villain, this is where you are. And then it's Claudius attack him. You're no match for me. I'm sorry. You have to fight alone. How could you be this powerful? It is all part of my grand plan. I grew stronger with every passing moment. I can't keep this up forever. Then flee! Ignoble hero. I must take my last stand. Could you find it in your heart to stay your hand and let you live to form my plans another day? I'm afraid that's not the game we play. And so I take my leave from this mortal coil. Bravo, bravo. That was a twist, wasn't it? Nadia, I know you killed Livius. Why? I've been stuck in the shadow of that man for so long. He wouldn't even let me feel another role. Murder is a bit far though. Could you not have just lightly poisoned him? Give him diarrhea? You understand, I never poisoned him, I just stripped him. All I wanted to do was put him out of his action. A small injury would have been enough for him to stay in bed for this play. What happened? He had so much to drink, he fell harder than expected, and he just died from the fall. Come on, let's get you to the guards. Stratus, Hutzla, it's been a great pleasure working with you guys to solve this case. I can't believe it was all an accident. To my eyes, you've done well. I'd like to apologize for the hasty accusations earlier. Your commitment to helping us has been commendable. To be fair to us, you did seem like the perfect suspect. I suppose I did, but no harm done. You win some, you lose some, man. All the best of mine. 2 quest points, 10,000 thieving speed, 7,500 judging speed, 5,000 crafting speed, the ability to use a costume needle. So before you leave this area, there's a couple of things you can do, some secrets here. You can talk to the head butler here, and you can have all the cosmetic mask, and also the butler tray. Just talk to him, and you can spare equipment, and you can take all these masks, variations, cosmetic items, and also the butler tray. So it can be up to you. That's a free item. And then there's also the costume needle. The costume needle is a needle that has unlimited threads associated with it. Normally when you weave things, you have to use a needle and a thread. The costume needle eliminates the thread for some items, not all of them. So you can basically save an inventory space and not have to buy threads for certain items you're trying to weave, craft, like leather and so forth. Enter inside. I went to talk to her, the customer. You were very brave for her getting on stage to fight the killer. Makes sense, all part of the job. Why, thank you. I credit my needle for the good work. Can I have my own? I guess so. I'll be careful with it. There we are. So you don't need the thread to actually use the needle. So it saves one inventory space. And then there's also one more thing to do. We're gonna pickpocket Continuous here, the host, for a chest here. And then head back to the wine cellar. And then head to the south room. There's a fancy chest here. This unlocks the. So this chest gives you the icon. Open the chest here. Gives you a icon. You unlock the chest and find a note. It reads, "Taking for a clean. Be back soon." So once you've done that, head your way out here. Exit the wine cellar. So this part that I'm doing right now unlocks one teleportation to the outdoor area. As out here in the southwest fountain, search the fountain, and that gives you the icon here. So now you can head away out, exit the villa, head way to the statue over there. The statue all the way over here. And then you can unlock this teleportation spot for the pendant of Atis once you have inserted this icon into that statue. That's how you would unlock this teleportation area for the pendant of Atis. Alright, place that inside. Wow. Boom. Rope. So now this area is activated for that teleportation. Alright, that's the entire quest. It's a murder mystery quest. So it turns out that the assistant to Livius was the murderer. So now both her and also Adala, who is the wine thief, are captured.